Hey everyone, I'm Connor,
And I'm Matt.
and this is Discography Draft. One spray? Come on, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I hit the second one.
Yeah, I bet. All right. Well, here on Discography Draft,
Connor is going to let us know what we do.
and it starts by Matt telling us everything we need to know solely out of his mouth. Hit it.
So here on Discography Draft, what we do as a team
Yeah.
or opposing teams, I don't know. Basically what we do is we pick some artists that were impactful in our lives, most of the time, or not. Yeah. Lately it's not, but
Except
kinda,
this one.
Yeah, maybe this one and maybe the next one too.
Definitely the next one. And then the one after that as well.
Yeah. And then what we do after that is we compare to their albums, maybe 3 albums, sometimes even 5 if we're really lucky.
Or all of them.
Or all of them if we're really, really lucky. And then what we do is we put all the songs into a draft pool and we try to curate the best roster. And we let the fans, you guys, vote on it.
That just took so long. All right. Well,
We're getting paid by the second, right?
that's true. Yeah. So on the last episode we did,
Post Malone.
that's right, Stoney and Beer Bongs and Bentleys. This was as close as we could possibly get in terms of the score. As memory serves, and by memory I mean what I have written down right here, is so the final 4 were the number 1 seed Rockstar versus the number 4 seed I Fall Apart, and then the number 2 seed Better Now versus the number 3 seed Congratulations. So it was pretty chalky the entire way.
Wow, you had 3 of the final 4.
I did. That's correct. So the winning song ended up being the number 3 seed Congratulations over number 1 seed Rockstar, which meant that you won 20 points to 19 points. That's why we play.
Yeah. In 2022.
Yeah.
You like that? 20 to 19?
And that was, we recorded that on 2/22/2022.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, it was a Monday. Was it?
2/22? No, it was a Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. It came out on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
On a Tuesday.
Club going up.
On a Tuesday. Guy had one song.
Yeah. I love McConan.
Well, somebody has to. So that was that one. Moving on. But this episode, we're discussing Usher's.
Wait, can I lead you into that one?
Yeah.
Like an Usher?
Oh. Yeah. All right.
Someone's got to put up with me.
Yeah. Well, she's not here tonight.
R.I.P.
Okay, so we're doing Usher's 8701 and Confessions albums. Matt, why'd we choose these two?
What's crazy about this is the first ever CD I owned was Confessions.
For CD you owned or you bought?
Bought.
Okay.
And then first CD you ever bought was 8701, which is just crazy that it came from the same artist, just different times.
That's right. So, in my opinion, these are the 2 best Usher albums.
I would say maybe his other one, what is it called? I don't know, actually know the name.
Here I Stand.
There's
The one with Love in This Club.
Raymond though. Raymond versus Raymond.
Interesting.
That one's got a lot of his biggest hits.
I suppose suppose so, but it's like a really poppy album, which is why I'm not crazy about it.
Correct. I think. But what if his stuff is not?
Well, 8701.
True.
So, all right. How about let's just do this. I've never listened to Usher's first album, entitled Usher, so I can't speak on that. My Way, really good. That's kind of a R&B type album. It's sort of in the same lane as 8701. Confessions, I think, is where he starts to go a little bit more for like radio play with the majority of his songs, and then Here I Stand is kind of a similar album to Confessions. So he kind of goes in like pairs. So like My Way and 8701 are pretty similar. Confessions and Here I Stand are fairly similar. And then Raymond versus Raymond and Looking for Myself are a little more poppy. Although Looking for Myself does have a couple slower ones. But so that's that. Did you listen to his album A with Zaytoven?
Nope. And I haven't listened to. I'm going through them right now. I don't think I even listened to Hard to Love.
There's one song on there that's noteworthy. I listened to this album on a flight. They had the in-plane or the on-plane music option.
Mm-hmm.
So I listened to it. Missing You goes hard. And that's about all that's noteworthy off of that album.
All right. I'm gonna like this song and I'll go back and listen to it.
Ask Nate about it. He knows about Missing You. I turned him on to it back in collage.
Okay. That's his 1, 2, fourth most popular on the album.
Yep. So, okay, let's talk a little bit about Usher since we haven't talked about him yet. Matt, what's his birth name?
It's got to be Raymond something, or Raymond's his last name. We're going with Raymond. Just Raymond. Raymond versus Raymond. It's his first and his last name.
His middle name is Verse.
Yeah.
His name is Usher Raymond IV.
Oh, Usher's actually his real name.
No middle name, as far as I can tell. Man, if he were the fifth, it'd be Usher Raymond V.
Yeah, and then he could easily slide that guy right on in.
Yeah, and then maybe he makes an album with his son if he names him Raymond.
Yeah, Raymond versus Raymond, Part 5.
Tokyo Drift.
It'll be Raymond v. Raymond V, because it'll be the fifth Raymond.
Yeah.
But it'll be Raymond versus Raymond.
Raymond 4 versus Raymond 5. Tokyo Drift. God, what a dumb conversation. So, all right. Born in Dallas, Texas. How about that? Hey, what was Usher's dad's name?
It's got to be Usher.
What's his full name?
Usher Raymond III.
That's correct. What's really funny is there's this WWE cartoon where they're like at camp and Triple H, is a wrestler. He's there and it's like, but then his dad is also there, but his dad's name is Quadruple H, which is hilarious because it's as if it's counting down.
Yeah, to the final.
There's
I was about to say, I don't know Triple H, but I do know 4H.
What city in Tennessee did he spend the majority of his young life? Usher, not 4H.
Memphis?
Chattanooga.
Oh, at least it's better than Nashville.
I've never been to Nashville. I hear great things these days. I hear it's really booming.
Overrated.
Whoa. You take Beale Street over Broadway?
Any day.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Are there Broadway flippers?
No, there's not.
Okay. Usher's father left the family when Usher was a year old. He grew up with his mother, then stepfather, which is to say his mother and his then stepfather, not his mother, then his stepfather.
Okay.
And half-brother James Lackey. I don't know who that is.
Dang. You hate to play favorites there. Someone gets the dad's name and then
What was his half brother?
because this okay.
So Usher joined the local church youth choir when he was 9 years old. His grandmother discovered his ability to sing, although it was not until Usher joined a singing group that she considered he could sing professionally. And then he moved to Atlanta, where there was a more conducive environment for beginning singers.
That makes sense of a. Well, I'm saying like his album.
Yes.
The ties to it, yeah.
It is interesting that, okay, at like 9 years old, to recognize that, to already be so good at singing that your family's willing to just relocate just so you can hone that craft, and you're not even like a teenager yet.
Yeah, that is pretty ridiculous. And that's also got to be a lot of pressure. You got to think on...
Pressure?
Like,
I knew you'd like that.
I love that.
Okay. At 10 years old, Usher joined an R&B local quintet called...
Quintuple H.
God. No, New Beginnings.
Oh.
NU Beginnings.
Oh.
Yeah, duh. All right, he's got a long Wikipedia. Let's skip a lot of the backstory. That's enough about this backstory. Let's talk about 8701 first, which has sold 8 million copies, 4 times platinum, released August 7th, 2001. Matt, where were you at in your life?
About to start.
First grade.
Yes. Oh, so good.
I know.
Yeah. I can't really speak much to this because, yeah, I was just a little first grader. I don't know. Who knows what I was up to at that time. Also, probably, I feel like we weren't, CDs weren't a big thing until, 2004 is probably the first. There's some memories I have in 2001, but very minimal. I feel like I start getting more memories in like later elementary, but nothing that relates to this.
Dang.
I know. I wish I had more, but I don't.
Yeah. Well, I just started 4th grade. Wow. This album came out
a month before, yeah.
Before what?
9/11.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you were about to say?
I was going to say September 7th.
Oh.
Came out August 7th.
Yeah. Oh. Just
That's weird that you went to 9/11. I don't know why you did that.
a month and 4 days. Sorry. It was DDS. Shout out to DDS if you're listening. We know you are.
Yeah.
It was his sermon. That's
His
why he
classic
did it.
9/11 sermon.
Yeah.
That was
Wow.
a trip. Okay, so it has 5 singles. You Remind Me, You Got It Bad, You Don't Have to Call, You Turn, and Can You Help Me? I remember I bought this album at FYE, For Your Entertainment, in the Sarasota Square Mall.
Okay, what's actually crazy, now I'm putting it together, you were in 4th grade and I was in 4th grade when we both bought our first albums.
Mm-hmm. Look at us.
Just being grown-ups.
I know.
Is that the age when you just start to get a little bit of...
Financial security.
Yeah.
I was like, what am I going to do with all this disposable income? The $5 a week I got from taking out the trash.
Same. But it switched around from that. But yeah, $5.
Yeah. Then I also got $5 for every A I got on my report card.
Well, that probably added up quickly.
I mean, you could max out at like $25 a report card.
Yeah, but don't you have a 9 weeks? Is that how y'all split y'all school year?
We did 4 report cards a year.
Yeah, every 9 weeks. So,
but yeah, but I'm talking about like each report card you get. So you're talking $25 every 3 months or however long.
Yeah,
2 months. I don't even know.
Two-ish.
That
2.5.
Doesn't school year, looking back on it, just seem shorter?
Now that we're like in real life, or
yeah, like it's like okay, you start in, I don't know, mid-late August.
Yeah, early August.
3 months later, it's Christmas. Sorry, 4 months later. 3 months later, it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it does go by pretty quickly. At least that first semester, because you have fall, a lot of busy things going on in the fall.
And then your whole summer, you're considering what kind of fit is my closet throwing
Yes.
on the first day of school.
Because it's bipolar.
That's right. It keeps throwing fits.
Great callback.
I remember one time, it might have been around, no, it was going into 5th grade, I think. So the year after this, I was in J.C. Penney with my mom, and we're buying school clothes. And I see this, like, what would then become basically a Guy Fieri shirt. Like,
the flames.
the
with
button down with
yeah.
the flames. I was like, this shirt's so ill, dude.
And that's
Mom,
before.
ring it up.
Yep. Go ahead and purchase it. I feel like every school year, you had to show up with the freshest fit.
Yeah. Which is funny because in 5th grade, you don't show up with fresh fits.
Yeah.
You show up with where you're like, yeah, this stuff's ill. And you look back on it and you're like, ew.
I have a confession.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm. I thought my fit looked so cool. I think going into 5th grade, Crocs just became a big thing.
Oh, my gosh.
I was so excited to wear those guys.
Okay. Ryan Campbell has entered the chat.
Yeah. Shout out to Ryan Campbell. If we know you're listening, we know you are.
If we know you're listening. It's not clear that we do know. But if we do know.
We do know you're listening.
Then shut. Okay. Oh, You Remind Me was released on a single on my 9th birthday, May 22nd, 2001. That was, okay, that was the first Usher song I can ever remember hearing. It's possible I heard My Way or, why am I blanking on the other one? Or You Make Me Wanna, because those came out in like 97. But I have a distinct memory of You Remind Me as being like I associate that song with Usher more so than I associate even Yeah, because that's the song that really like turned me on to Usher's music. I remember the music video. It was a simpler time.
Did you catch that on MTV or BET
MTV
or VH1?
I don't know. Now you're just throwing a lot of channels at me.
Well, they all had great music videos. Okay, take me back to the early 2000s. You
Okay.
wake up on a Saturday
Yep.
and you just got music videos playing
Yep.
all morning.
And cartoons.
Mm-hmm. You a
Early
big CTN
2000s.
guy?
Oh yeah.
Corner Time Network.
Of course. Yep. I only Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network for me.
No Disney?
Never did Disney.
Wow, that actually is very surprising as, well, maybe not. I feel like you were probably just missed it as and you have older brothers.
Yeah. We're really like a Disney family.
Yeah.
I went to Disney World for the first time. I was 3 years old. Parents took me. Second time I went, I was like 22.
And you're like, give me a Busch Gardens pass ASAP.
Exactly. Disney World is for children, and I'll stand by that. They're starting to add more rides that are like kind of cooler, but back in the day, it was like their claim to fame was Space Mountain. But it's like if you want roller coasters, go to Busch Gardens. If you live in Sarasota, it's half the dist, and you got Montu, Kumba, Scorpion, Python at the time, Rip Python if you're listening, and we know you're not. Gwazi, Rip Original Gwazi. By the way, you have to get back to me on a date on Busch Gardens.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Kent and Mike if you're listening. We know you are.
So, whatever. Let's just hanging in there with this conversation. So, okay, so what do you think Metacritic gave 8701?
Go 87.1.
Oh my gosh, 0.01.
Well, I was gonna use the O as the point. Sorry, 87.01.
67.
Minus 20. 87.01 minus 20 is what I was going to say.
0.01.
Point. Yeah, point.
Okay. 11 reviews. That's how I got it. Based on, they got a 67. So NME said that Usher produced a more mature album that, quote unquote, reflects his emotional experience, writing, versatility is the key here. Staccato beats with mellifluous melody, rich slow jams, and edgy harmonies, but woven through with Usher's own perspective. A winner.
What is mellifluous?
She's the one who was the witch that tried to kill Sleeping Beauty.
Oh.
It's Maleficent. Mellifluous. I think we might have done this in the first episode, or one of the first few. Sweet or musical, pleasant to hear.
Oh.
BBC Online said that Usher has developed his producing, singing, and songwriting skills to a new level, noting his contribution to 12 of the 17 tracks. Oh, interesting. Yahoo Music said that the album is an improvement over Usher's old new album, All About You, and depicted it as his best work to date. Okay, so All About You was supposed to be... He had planned to release an album called All About You as his third studio album the year before this one.
It never made it out?
Yeah, but I think multiple tracks leaked to Napster several months prior to its release. So the album's release was delayed twice, and then he basically scrapped it, I think. But some of the songs had gotten out, so that's why he was talking about it. I don't know. How about that? 44th Grammys. He won his first Grammy for Best R&B Vocal Performance Male for You Remind Me. Following year, he won again for You Don't Have to Call, and won like Billboard Awards, BET Awards, etc. In December 2009, 8701 and You Got It Bad were ranked as some of the best records of the 2000s.
Wow.
Yep. The album was ranked at number 63, and You Got It Bad was ranked as number 15 on the Billboard 200 decade end charts.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2008, You Got It Bad was ranked as one of the all-time Hot 100 songs, positioned at number 99. All-time Hot 100. How about that? So that's enough of 8701 for now. We'll talk more about it later. Confessions has sold 15 million copies worldwide, certified diamond.
Whoa, this is the first time I've ever heard that.
What, diamond?
Yeah. How many times platinum do you have to be before
10.
Okay. So it goes in increments of 10 before you move up?
I guess so. Well, yeah, because platinum's 1 million. Yeah. And then it's just X amount of times platinum before you get to diamond.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, released March 23rd, 2004. Where are you at in your life?
3rd grade.
Yeah.
About to celebrate my 9th birthday.
Hey, look at that.
A month out. That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember 4th grade. Got a CD player because that's what was hot at the time.
Yeah.
Do you remember like just the headphones that went around it too, and you had to plug in your CD player?
Of course.
Man, what a time!
I know, pre-iPod.
Yeah, any version. Yeah, that was I don't know. That was kind of cool. You show up to a game if you're about to play. If you're about to play,
CD player on your hip.
Yeah. If you even, it's kind of like one of those holsters for your phone.
Yeah, just in the way.
Like how did people warm up before?
You tell me. You did it.
I guess I didn't warm up.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, that's where I was at. I just remember. Yeah, and then Confessions Part 2. I was like one of the, I don't know, more popular ones. Confessions Part 2. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I really like this. It's cool being transparent. That's exactly what I thought.
Uh-huh.
And that's it.
Okay. So for me, I was in 5th grade.
No, 6.
6. You're 8, right? Yeah, that's right. Wow. Yeah, that is right. Man, okay. There is quite literally a point in my life where I can say my life prior to and okay, I had a life prior to when I heard Yeah, and a life since. BY and AY. I don't know. I remember hearing Yeah in my brother's truck. Sorry, Jeep Grand Cherokee. He played it. He's like, yeah, I hear this song by Usher. I'm like, okay. And I was like, what the heck? That was the first time I ever heard a beat like that. Mm-hmm. A Lil Jon beat.
Yeah.
And it was just so insane that I was like, oh, my life's not the same anymore. Cool.
I do remember rapping this with the headphones on, and my parents tapping me like, what did you just say?
Want a lady in the street but a freak in
Freak
the
in the
bed?
bed, yeah.
Pull the head steady, I'm gonna milk the cow.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Just not knowing what that even means.
They're
You're like,
"Oh,
Mom,
we're
I'm gonna
gonna
milk
have
a cow. It's talking about farming.
Yeah. They
Judge
were
Slick's like,
yeah, this isn't gonna go. And then after that, had to clear all my music through him. Stuff.
oh man.
Clean version only.
Okay. Here's a question. Of the 2000s, is Yeah the best song that came out during that decade?
Of the 2000s entirely?
From January 1st, 2000 to December 31st, 2009.
Can I just type in like top?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just give me top 50 songs.
Top songs of the 2000s. I'm looking at... Okay, Rolling Stone. They actually have 100 best songs of the 2000s. Let's see what they have to say about that. Okay, what order?
Ooh, Brian McKnight back at 1. Shout out.
Brian McKnight.
Yeah, hold on. Let's keep on scrolling here. It's just hard because you have that era of like the music still on MTV. Is at least what I call my playlist, but the punk, like alternative punk rock, Green Day type deal.
Yeah.
And that's immediately what I think of in early 2000s. But I mean, you've got like still DMX, you got Eminem in there. Man, what are they saying?
Okay, I don't see where it's ranked on here, and quite frankly, it's ridiculous that I'm still scrolling to try and find it. Let me give you their top 5, starting at number 5.
Mm-hmm.
MIA's Paper Planes. Number 4, Hey Ya by Outkast. One of the most overrated songs of all time.
You hate that song, I know you do.
It's so, and it's long and it's irritating. Number 3, Crazy in Love by Beyonce.
I'm shocked that's that high, but...
Number 2, 99 Problems by Jay-Z. Number 1, Crazy by Gnarls Barkley.
Who's that?
It's CeeLo's duet. That made me crazy.
Oh, yeah. Wow, I didn't actually know that was the artist.
Yep. So that list sucks. Let's go to this one. 100 best pop songs of the 2000s. Wow, they have Yeah ranked at 99. Okay, cool. That's ridiculous.
I do hear you, though, of... It's... For me, I think I could say definitively like top 20. There's a lot of songs out there. The thing that makes something great is replay value. I know we've talked about this again and again.
Yeah.
Every time Yeah has come on, I've never wanted it to turn off. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a great song, and it hasn't gotten old, even now.
So when I think of the 2000s, I think of Yeah by Usher, In the Club by 50 Cent, Lose Yourself by Eminem, Sexy Back by Justin Timberlake,
Mm-hmm.
and Nicki by The Dream.
Nicki.
Yeah. To me, Yeah is like... by the way, we will eventually do a 2000s draft.
Oh my goodness.
That's when we get to our 2000th episode. So it's just down the road.
Yeah, there's just so many out there.
I'll tell you what.
Ride with me. Yin Yang Twins.
Which one? The Whisper song?
Maybe.
Also, Bye 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 came out in 2000, I think, which is strange. Yeah, January 17th, 2000. I just associate it with 99, but I guess by that virtue, you have to shoehorn it in with the rest of the 2000 songs. But for me, it's the king of the 2000 songs. All right. So, singles, you have Yeah, Burn, Confessions Part 2, My Boo, and Caught Up. Now, what do you think Metacritic gave Confessions?
87.
71. So here's the thing with this.
I thought this album won a lot of awards.
It won. He was nominated for 8 categories in the 47th Grammys. He won 3: Best Contemporary R&B Album, Best R&B Performance by a Duo or Group with Vocal for My Boo, and Best Rap/Sung Collaboration for Yeah. And then he won awards at the Soul Train Music Awards, AMAs, Billboard. So he won a lot of awards for this album. Wow. It sold just a tad under 1.1 million copies in the United States in its first week of release.
That's a lot.
It's the
what is the U.S. population?
Well, you're talking about like 2004 or right now? It's like 330 million right now, I think.
293. So you're telling me was in 2004. That's what the population was. You're telling me 1 in every 293 people. That's actually it's pretty incredible when you think about it.
Yeah.
In the first week.
And a lot of those people are babies.
Uh-huh.
Or old. It became the highest ever first week sales by an R&B artist, the second highest first week sales for a male artist, and the 7th highest first week sales of the recorded album charts history by SoundScan at the time of its release. It also equates the combined first week sales of his 4 previous album releases, including his live album called Live or Live.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell.
It's all about perception.
Yeah. Okay. Here's my thing with... Now, we'll get back into just a general discussion on these two, because you think Confessions is better.
I know, because there's bias on both ends of this was your first, this is my first. Of course, it's always going to play a little more, I don't know.
Oh, that sounded like it hurt. Was that your knuckle?
Maybe. It sounded like, yeah. I don't know what I was saying. You got it.
Bias, because it was our first.
Oh, yeah. Emotional bias is hard to let that go.
My thing with this is that it's the album is just too long. It's 21 songs on the special edition version, which has basically become the standard edition version. But the thing is, how in the world did My Boo not make the initial cut of the standard edition version? It's on the special edition.
Really?
Yeah. So is Confessions Part 1. That's the title of the album, and it didn't even make the standard edition.
But you can't lie. There's very few things where the sequel is better than the prequel.
Than the original?
The original, yeah. Sorry. What came before it, yeah.
Empire Strikes Back.
Confessions Part 2 is greater. I was going to say...
The 2013 Miami Heat Championship.
It was a little better second.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Sid and I have been into the Marvel movies lately,
Yeah.
and we just finished. So we're getting close to finishing the watching them in order. And she said last night, Ant-Man and Wasp, Ant-Man and Wasp is better than Ant-Man.
Gosh, I've only seen Ant-Man. I've only seen each of those once.
That's how I felt, and it was like,
But I will tell you this: Evangeline Lilly is something to write home about.
is it Wasp?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not good with actress names.
Back from the Lost days, Lost Wasp.
Mm-hmm.
She plays Kate in Lost.
Oh, that's Kate?
Yeah.
No wonder she looked familiar. Oh, shout out to Nate and Hayes if you're listening. We know you are. Shout out to Hurley. Shout out to
Locke
and
Jacob,
and
Michael, the dog,
Sawyer.
Yeah. Benjamin Linus.
Do not shout out to no. Michael's the dad.
Yeah.
No shout out to Michael. One of the most annoying characters.
Oh yeah. Okay. Juliet,
Yeah.
the smoke monster.
Smoke Mon. Oh, spoilers. And then I keep forgetting.
Shout out to the Red Sox. Shout out to Desmond.
Dez.
4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. Wow, still got it.
Still got it.
It's funny the things that you remember.
That is useful information.
I suppose so. Okay.
That's my pin number for everything.
That's a long pin number. Also cool. Just use that information now. But anyway, so 8701, to me, it's a lot crisper of an album. There's 17 songs. I'm sorry, 15 songs. I was looking at the international edition. 15 songs. There's no fat on the album. There's no songs on 8701 that I would say, you know what, that sucks. He should have got rid of it. Because 15's like, that's a solid number. It's like beyond that, you're getting it a little too long. But all of these, but I will also recognize this, that Confessions is a more mainstream radio play album. So the seeds are probably going to skew more in Confessions' favor as opposed to 8701. But I would strongly disagree with the idea that the individual songs of Confessions are better than 8701 outside of like 87. Sorry, Confessions is a lot more of a top heavy album. Its top 5 is better than 8701's top 5, but as a album as a unit, 8701 gels a lot better because there's too many players on Confessions.
There's nothing I'll say that'll change your mind, and nothing I could say that'll change your mind.
Wow, that sounds like a lyric. Also, here's how 8701 is leaner. It's got a picture of his shredded abs as the cover. If he had his shirt off on Confessions, it'd be bloated.
Yeah, but he's got that crisp chin strap.
Shout out to Binky.
If you're listening, we know you are.
Okay, so let's get into the draft. All right, so I lost the last one, so I'll call the coin toss. As you know, tails never fails.
It's going to be tails this time, actually.
Not there yet. It's heads. Dang it.
All right.
This is easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna take number 1 pick.
Of course. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I'd be truly blown away if that doesn't win.
Same.
All right. I was really hoping I'd get the 1 pick because I feel like the songs line up a lot better.
We'll see.
If you have that.
We could have a very different.
I'm already torn. Okay. I'm sticking with my guns. Here, how about this, Matt? And how about this, listeners? I don't care how you vote. I know what's good. And that's what I'm picking. For number 2 and number 3, I'm taking You Got It Bad and You Remind Me. Give me 8701, baby.
I was hoping you would do that.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, You Got It Bad. Best song title in a vacuum. How about this? It's the best beat.
You just said yourself you never heard a song like Yeah.
I know what I said. I said that was the first time that I had ever heard a song with that kind of beat.
Okay.
You Got It Bad has a different beat. It's a better beat though. The sound of the wind.
Mm-hmm.
The music video, he's just singing in the rain. It's a great karaoke song if you're able to hit the initial
note.
Yeah.
I can't. All right. Well, hopefully we can get you a little setup at Big Daddy's.
Yeah, it would be nice. I hear people went there the other day.
Yeah, shout out for the invite if you're listening. We know you.
Yeah, shout out to whatever that was about.
All right.
By the way, after this, it gets interesting because I think the next I don't know, five-ish songs could decide the draft.
That's fair. All right, I'm gonna go with My Boo and Confessions Part 2.
Okay.
Honestly, Confessions Part 2 is probably one of my favorites.
I heard that was sung at Big Daddy's. The quintet.
Yeah. Well, it went to a solo.
It was 5 people, and then it became one person.
Yeah, shout out to Cole if you're listening. We know you are.
And it wasn't Cole singing.
No, it wasn't. Shout out to Ryan if you're listening. We know you are. If we know you're listening, we know you are.
It's great when you go up there with your friends and you're singing and you're expecting it to be everyone, and then in the middle of the song it ends up being just you and you had no say in the matter. And it wasn't because like you were just killing it and they're like, "Oh, just let him cook."
No, it
was because your partner started dancing with the microphone.
That's typical Cole fashion.
Okay. So, all right. I already lost the draft. Doesn't even matter. Next, with my third pick, which is the 6th pick, I'm taking Burn.
Mm-hmm.
Just a sad boy classic.
Yeah, it is.
And then with the 7th pick, Caught Up.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with all right. So you went. All right. I'm gonna go with oh frick, is that gonna be there? I'm gonna go. Yeah. What the heck? Gosh, it's got such good vibes to it. All right. Bad Girl and Can You Handle It?
Oh, Can You Handle It?
Mm-hmm.
Caught me off guard with that one.
It's got some Leon Bridges vibes.
Okay. I would have taken Bad Girl where you took it. But now I'm glad because, all right, with the 10th pick, I'm going to take Confessions Part 1, which, if you have any culture, you will recognize is better than Confessions Part 2.
Oh, my goodness. Don't even.
It's so much better. The only reason that it's people,
not better than 2.
It's because he didn't put it on the standard of dish.
Dude, it is not better than Part 2.
It's way better than Part 2.
Mm-mm.
So then with the 11th pick, I'm taking You Don't Have to Call. It's okay, girl, because I'm going to be all right tonight.
All right. I'm going to go then with Seduction, which is also honestly such a great storyteller song. It's so catchy. This is probably one that's grown on me most since listening to this, I guess, when I was a young boy.
When you were?
Still am. Still got that Leon vibe too.
Okay.
It's very interesting. And then
Kings of Leon.
Dude, he's like a cross to me between
We talking about Usher or Leon?
Usher.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Leon Bridges and like Nelly. And honestly, there's so much in here too. We'll get to it where I'm
Right.
like, yo, I know this song is sampled other places.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Superstar.
All right. So then with the 14th pick, that's what it's made for.
What is the 14th pick? It's made for what?
Made for picking. And that's just what I'll do. And then with the 15th pick, I'm taking best lyric, most underrated song, most grown on me since the first time I heard it, and what I think is Usher's best song, Can You Help Me? And let me get into all of this. First of all, just an absolute deep cut of a song. I got 2 lyrics off of that. One of them, life's a prison when you're in love alone.
I thought I all these lyrics you're about to say I have as well. You're just gonna beat me to them, and that's what, literally right before we started the show. I said I know where all your lyrics are coming from. It's his best written song.
And what I think is one of my favorite lyrics of all time. Girl, I put your love up on the shelf, and I guess I just left it to die. Now we're not together because I hurt you too many times.
Just left it.
And I guess I just left it to die.
Just
It's like,
oh well.
I don't even know what happened.
Yeah. Oh, I just kind of put it up on this thing.
Can you imagine? I just try and like visualize that lyric of just like, how long was the love on the shelf before it just
It
died?
got dusty.
Before it died.
Well, one before it got dusty, then died.
It could have died and then it got dusty. Like put a live fish on a shelf, it's gonna die before it gets dusty.
Oh, so true. That is actually a great point. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't consider that. But that. Oh gosh. It's funny because I listen to that lyric and I've never physically been in that situation where I've been in a relationship with someone and let it fall apart because I just haven't been in a relationship ever. But I've certainly like, okay, first of all, life's a prison when you're in love alone. I think we've all been in love with people who don't love us back, whether you were actually in a relationship with them or not.
Mm-hmm.
But
guilty, being charged, leading you to prison. We're all guilty of that.
oh gosh.
Sorry, bring it back.
But I've certainly felt like relationships, like I suppose friendships, like a love someone has had for me in a friendship that I've basically set aside and just continuously neglected and rejected until that died. And I think we know who we're talking about. And that's going to be next week's or next episode. So anyway, yeah, it's the most grown on me because I heard this album 21 years ago, but at the time I was mainly focused on You Remind Me and You Got It Bad because I was 9 years old. But I want to say, Can You Help Me within the past, I would say like 10 years. I would say like 9 or 10 years ago, it's when it really hit with me. And I was just like, man, this song is just good. Like 2012, 2013.
You were
thereabouts.
You were like 15th, 16th grade?
Something like that. Definitely most underrated song. I think it's Usher's best song ever. How about that? Also, put it in my ears moment from 328 to 337, just after the bridge.
I'll have to. Let me look up lyrics real quick.
Okay.
It'll come back.
Yeah, let's pull that up. Hey, crying, begging, pleading, I'll do anything for your love. Whoa,
Yeah.
could you have me? Tell me what you want from me. Oh man, that part is just like ecstasy.
Ecstasy.
It's put it in my ears. Put those 10 seconds in my ears, and just let them marinate. All right, that's enough about. Can you help me? Next.
I can help myself to these next two
16th
picks.
pick, yeah.
Do It To Me. Underrated.
Banging beat.
Yes, I think that is Away From Yeah is probably my favorite beat.
Okay.
And probably one of my more underrated ones too. And then I'll say Throwback.
I freaking hate that song.
It's okay.
I hate the initial beat when it cuts in. It's like I hate Jadakiss.
That's how I feel about. Well, it doesn't matter at this point. If I want to, or hold on, no, not if I want to.
You are the
Or
one.
I don't know. Sorry, I don't know.
Oh, come on, Matt.
That's how I feel about I don't know.
It's right around 11 o'clock.
No.
One of your girls just called.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Here's the problem with Throwback.
Jadakiss is nice. He's a great feature.
I'll tell that's not true. I'll tell
He
you.
comes on Drake's Carter 4. Or with Drake in the Carter 4, yeah.
I'll tell you exactly what the problem is with Throwback. It'll make total sense to you when I tell you.
Mm-mm.
On the special edition version, which is where it exists, it's the number 3 track, right after Yeah. You're going from the song of the 2000s to just that lousy beat. Real talk, Usher.
You don't like Jules Santana?
No, dude.
Oh my gosh. Just Blaze.
No, song sucks.
Uh-uh.
But you can have it. Okay, so that was the 17th pick. So with the 18th pick, Simple Things.
Okay, that's what I have it ranked next, but I really hope you don't grab this song.
Well, Matt, I'm about to.
There's already been enough weird things said today, whether text or out loud. We don't need to.
Yeah. All right, so the 19th pick. This is a very underrated song.
Oh,
Red
frick.
Light.
Okay, this is the one. That's the one that's gas pedal samples.
Oh, all right. I guess I haven't heard Gas Pedal in a while.
Dude, that's all I could think about.
Hey, I'll be sitting here at the red light.
And then I feel like there's like hints of what's it called? Wild for the Night, a little bit in there. Yeah, just a little bit. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So this
Plenty of
one
picks.
this one leaves one of my favorites on 8701. What?
Is it? Go ahead.
Basically, how do I say this?
How do I say?
Yeah. It's one of my
The
favorites.
little Latin vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
And then
Yep. Yep. Well, all right. 3, 2, 1. U-turn. Hey, Matt, why is that song funny to us?
okay, this can be a tangent in itself, but U-turn has probably some of the best lyrics out there.
Hey, you want to I'll do the
Demonstrate?
dance. If you tell me what to do, and I'll do it.
Make sure I have these right. Okay. So, let me know when you're ready. It says, put your hands up, bend your knees, bounce around in a circle, get down with me. Oh, come on. It's not hard to learn. It's called the U-turn. Dude, I'm busting that out at a wedding. You have to have a deep bag, yeah. Bend your knees, bounce around in a circle. Okay, you have to have a deep bag at weddings. And you best believe
that's a deep bag for that one.
You best believe at the next wedding, shout out to Haley and Nate
If you're listening,
Anderton, if we know you are.
Hey, shout out to Haley for completing my Venmo request.
For?
At Arnold Palmer.
Oh. AP, what for?
The Bevs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she got some?
Yeah.
Okay. The MasterCard. Shout out to MasterCard if you're listening.
MasterCard.
I know you are. Yeah. You got to have a deep bag.
That is an insane dance he tried to get people to do.
Yeah.
He's like, it's not hard to learn. Yeah, no kidding. But also, when you do it, you're like, wait, is this what you wanted people to do?
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's talk about just for a sec, just a quick sec. It doesn't have to be long, but wedding arsenal. Like, what's in your arsenal when you're going to a wedding in terms of
cheek throwing, smacking JD on the butt, grinding on JD, grinding behind JD.
That's a married
like
man.
Like me grinding on him,
and then flip.
And then me grinding on him.
Yeah. Wow.
So there's that.
What about the shoulder throwing?
I leave that to you. You got that pretty down pat.
What is it from the Vine where he's doing the piano and that guy hops in and he's like
but you have to like braid.
Yeah. That's where it came from.
Yeah, all my dances are just Vine dances.
Truly though.
The
one that we still need to learn. The jaywalk.
That takes so much talent. I don't even know how people do that.
The jaywalk, man. If that was something I could add in, I would love to do it. What about the gritty?
I still don't know how to do it. I can't get like the feet motion down. And Cole knows how to do it because, by the way, of course he knows how to do it.
Yeah, I'm need to practice a little.
Well, you got all your CJ dances.
Yeah, shout out to CJ if you're listening. We know you are. Smoothest man out there. Throwing spect, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
He's got the ratchet dance. You got to have the money. You know
I don't know.
Okay. Dude, yeah, it's fun to bust out. You just gotta have something in your head. You're like, all right, what?
I know.
He does the beef it up. It's all on the shoulders. That's how you get warmed up. That's where you just.
But then also, the lead up to the Dougie, where you're just kind of just.
It's like you're.
To the naked eye, you're not moving.
But it looks like it hurts, but it's also like so effortless, but it's so much work.
The TikTok that I sent you of the dentist doing it, where he does the thing, I don't even remember what he does.
Or hold on. It was lead. No, that was right.
He like throws it, and then I don't know what it, but that
is clean.
Yeah.
Also, the other one, Sweet Life, Zach and Cody.
Oh, well, how could we forget?
Yeah. Honestly, the U-turn immediately reminded me of that one.
A little bit,
but it was a little more fast. It was a little more fast paced.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's good. That's good.
Okay, so the 22nd pick. Follow Me. I don't know. I think this general territory, none of these are beating what they're going to go up against in the first round. So it kind of, to me, doesn't really matter that much. 23rd pick, Twerk It Out.
Dude, one of the
Damn
best
the
songs.
club tonight.
Huh?
Damn the club tonight.
Mm-hmm. They, I think that's one of the best song titles in a vacuum.
Twerk it out. from 11 to 6 in the morning. I know you like it when I do it like that. Just Confessions doesn't have a song like that. Give me a break. Kissing and loving and making sweet love.
All right, I guess I'm gonna go Truth Hurts.
That's what I had next.
Which I think is also a really good song title.
Yeah.
And then I guess you know how I feel about I Don't Know, so I'm not picking that one.
That's fine.
It's just because it has P Diddy on it, though. I feel like it
You're
is
hating
popular.
on P Diddy?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna go Good Old Ghetto.
I love that song. Super underrated. Boom, 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 boom.
Also,
Gosh.
one of my favorite song titles.
Good old ghetto. 26 pick. If I Want To.
Okay, that's what I had next.
And these songs just, they really take me back. 27th pick.
I'm gonna you can have I Don't Know till the very end.
I Can't Let You Go.
That is literally my least favorite song.
Really?
Worse than I Don't Know.
No way.
Dude, it sounds so funky. I don't know what's going on. It's just not his range.
Give you everything you are, thing you need.
It's not his range.
We used to laugh and party. Now all we do is argue. What are you talking about?
Dude. All right, I'm gonna do.
Oh, it's raining hard.
Yeah, it is.
Frick.
I'm gonna go. Take Your Hand, and then I'm gonna do Hottest Thing.
In the club tonight. Okay. So these are my last two picks. I'm going to take I Don't Know.
Mm-hmm.
And You Are the One.
Okay. I was afraid I was gonna end up with. I think the only interlude is Superstar.
By the way, couldn't be more wrong.
What?
I think that
That to me is the only one that is like okay and can handle listening to.
I need you to go back and listen to Without You interlude leading up to Can You Help Me? I'm so alone and I can't stand this feeling of being without you.
Isn't it really
again.
interesting that some interludes are just talking
Yeah.
and then some are songs?
Yeah. Without You interlude's fantastic. Introlude 8701 is great. Intro is great.
I don't know.
Look how far we've come.
Yeah.
It's great.
Uh-huh.
Confessions Part 2 remix was not draftable because we drafted Confessions Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
So the four that were not drafted were Without You interlude, Introlude 8701, Intro, and Confessions Part 2 remix. You had the first pick. Please recap your picks.
Yeah. My boo. You like that?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. My boo. Confessions Part 2. Bad Girl. Can you handle it?
Ew.
Seduction. Superstar. Do It To Me. Throwback. How do I say? U-turn. Truth Hurts. Good Old Ghetto. Take Your Hand. Hottest Thing. Superstar interlude. Gosh, it is really boring.
I had You Got It Bad, You Remind Me, Burn, Caught Up, Confessions Part 1, You Don't Have to Call, That's What It's Made For, Can You Help Me, Simple Things, Red Light, Follow Me, Twerk It Out, If I Want To, Twerk It Out If I Want To, I Can't Let You Go, I Don't Know, You Are the One.
Okay, that's a great little sequence.
So here's the seeds. Oh, let's move that. All right. Number 1 seed. Hey, you guessed it. Yeah. 773.75 million streams. And number 2 seed, My Boo.
Yeah.
457 million. There's over 320 million difference, basically, from 1 to 2.
I'm actually shocked that it's not a little closer to 1 billion.
I thought so too.
Then I would expect from there on, like probably like mid 100 millions.
I think my thing with is why it doesn't have as much, because you think about a song like Rockstar from Post Malone that has like 2 billion. It's just like, it's a very intense song. It's just like, you kind of listen to it once, you're like, all right, that's enough. Rockstar or like Shape of You or whatever else we had that was like over 1 billion streams, they're not, it's like, yeah, I could listen to that again.
I mean, there were a lot of X songs that were over 1 billion.
Yeah, you're darn right. And that's also because they're really quick too, so it's
easy.
Yeah. Number 3 seed, You Remind Me. So remember, we go, was 770, call it 74 million. My Boo, 457 million. You Remind Me, 257 million.
Huge drop off.
And then number 4 seed with 194 million, You Got It Bad. Then number 5, Confessions Part 2, Burn. Confessions Part 2 has 2 million more than Burn.
I'm shocked. I felt like Burn is a more popular, but I'm actually really shocked that Confessions Part 2. I just wanted that because I liked it more, but I feel like I've heard Burn more and more, which is just really interesting. But go ahead.
I think Confessions Part 2 is more, it's like, it's a more karaoke song, as Big Daddies would be able to tell you about.
And she's keeping it.
Hey, good. It's a pro-life song.
It is.
Then Bad Girl at 7, Caught Up, Confessions Part 1, You Don't Have to Call, Superstar, Can You Handle It, Seduction, That's What It's Made For, Throwback, Can You Help Me, Simple Things, Confessions Part 2 Remix, U-Turn, Do It To Me. This is going to take you off guard, Matt. Catch you off guard. The number 21 seed, Superstar Interlude.
Where are these other interludes?
At the bottom. Ish. We'll get to them. 21 is Superstar Interlude. 22, Truth Hurts, Twerk It Out.
That's top 20?
Truth Hurts?
No. I'm Superstar Interlude.
It's number 21.
That's wild.
Let's look at this. I think it's because it goes
you're looking the order of the
Confessions
songs.
Part 2, Burn, Caught Up, Superstar Interlude, Superstar.
That makes total sense. Okay.
So Truth Hurts at 22, Twerk It Out, Red Light, Follow Me, If I Want To, I Don't Know, How Do I Say, Take Your Hand, Confessions Intro, Without You Interlude, I Can't Let You Go, Good Old Ghetto, Hottest Thing, You Are the One, 8701 Interlude.
Dang. How do I say is way down there?
It is.
Makes me sad.
Makes me sad because it's good. What were your categories, please?
Overrated, My Boo.
I agree.
Underrated. I guess it was just kind of growing on me the most, but it would have to go with Seduction. Well, no, that's probably grown on me the most. But then I would say underrated is How Do I Say?
Mm-hmm.
And then song title, Good Old Ghetto, Twerk It Out. Favorites, yeah. No, we already did that. A lot of your same best lyrics. Honestly, a lot of that song. I think one of the better written songs as a whole is Seduction too. It's really good storytelling. and catchy. And then Put It in My Ears was, and yeah, when they're like, because on a 1 to 10, she's a certified 20, but that just ain't me. Yeah,
Okay.
and then that whole part, hey, because I do know
Where's it gonna lead?
what I
You
do know.
Where's it then?
It's
Johnny, right with me. Get low.
Yeah. Okay. That's and then we can talk about the comparison in a
Yeah.
sec. Or do you want to hear it now?
Well, did you have anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. I was told yours is out of control. Your athlete comparison.
Oh, do I need to share that now,
Sure.
or should we say them and then like talk? Yeah. Do your categories and then we'll do that.
I've already done them all. It's like, can you help me for pretty much everything? You got it bad. Best beat, best song title, most overrated, my boo.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is, can you help me?
Yeah. All right. Athlete comparison.
So this is our second time doing this. We like to we choose an athlete whose career most resembles the career of the artist that we're talking about. So Matt, please take it away. And neither of us has told the other our answers to this question and our justification. So I'm very excited to hear what you have to say.
Frick. I did this more as a joke.
Oh no.
Disclaimer. Yeah, I just want to say that now I don't have anything else prepared as a backup, which I should have done. But
okay.
he was a former Laker. He had a great career. I think Usher is seen as a
Wilt Chamberlain,
no
Lamar Odom,
Lamar Odom.
a world-class stick man.
Yeah, he is accomplished, but not considered like a GOAT. He's got a few rings. He's won some awards. He was really good at what he did, and then Usher is also seen as a sex symbol, I think, in the music industry. Yeah, we'll stop there. How that relates to Lamar Odom, I don't know. Connor, you got it.
The Bunny Ranch.
Yeah.
Khloe Kardashian.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I would disagree with the comparison. Here we go. Also a Laker. Kobe Bryant. You're going to like this. They're about the same age. Let's see. Kobe was... Okay, so Usher born October 14th, 1978. Kobe born... August 23rd, 1978. All right. They both became popular when they were in high school. So Usher's first album, he was 16 or so when it came out. Burst onto the scene in the mid to late 90s. They won titles and dominated in the 2000s. Their last great years were in like 2012, 2013. And I would disagree with what you said about Lamar Odom about people not considering him to be the GOAT. I think a younger generation who grew up with Usher, like people my age, can consider him to be in the R&B world one of the GOATs. Where I think people also our age grew up watching Kobe, or like, Kobe's the GOAT, and it's like, well, probably not. Because it's like, I don't consider Michael Jackson to be R&B. I consider him to be pop. I consider Usher to be predominantly R&B, and then kind of became a little more poppy later in the career. But I associate him with R&B. But then it's like, all right, are you talking about, like, what about Marvin Gaye, Al Green, like those old school R&B artists where it's like, that's more of like a pure.
Are we talking just
R&B.
male R&B? Because there's also Alicia Keys, there's Beyonce.
I associate Beyonce with pop.
Okay, what about You're telling me Chris Brown?
I'm saying
Okay.
Usher.
Chris
Usher's
Brown's-
better than Chris Brown.
Chris Brown is my GOAT. If we're gonna do like more recent,
But this is also, I think, but even still, like, Chris Brown's first song was "Run It," right?
I don't know.
Run. So there's "Run It," "Gimme That," "Yo, Excuse Me, Miss." Then like "Forever" came out and whatever. I just associate there are definitely a lot of comparisons between Usher and Chris Brown because they were both heavily influenced by Michael Jackson, singing, dancing, kind of similar style of music. But I don't know. I don't think there's a case that Chris Brown can be considered to be one of the GOAT R&B artists of all time.
No, I'm saying of R&B.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
My thing is versatility. We get back to that. I think that's what makes an artist great is versatility. You think of Drake. What's made him so successful is his ability to make really hype songs and really slow songs and really chill songs. Chris Brown does the same. I think, has reinvented himself a lot of different ways across albums. Each album feels very different. I feel like Usher's aren't crazy different.
Right.
Which means I just don't think he has the versatility that Chris Brown does.
But I'm talking about R&B though. And also I would argue that Chris Brown changing from album to album makes it hard to comprehend what he even is. And also Kobe kind of did the same thing from year to year. You knew exactly what to get with Kobe until around 2012. Then he tore his Achilles, and then after that, he was just cashing checks. Whereas with Usher, I feel like Kobe's 2013 season, I think, is the last one. He averaged like 27 a game or whatever, and then he tore his Achilles the year after that. I associate that season with being akin to Usher's Looking for Myself album, which I think is very good. Came out in 2012. I think that was his last like really good performance, and then he came out with the only album he's released since then has been Hard to Love, and then the thing with the A album. A album?
No. You said and his most recent one was Hard to Love.
Yeah, it was hard to love, literally.
Meta.
Yeah, world peace.
Another Lakers shout out.
Yeah,
who was on the same team.
It's true.
As both of our comparisons.
Yeah. So anyway, Kobe Bryant. That's my answer. Okay, and then. You know who the Lakers could use right now?
I don't know. LeBron just dropped 56. He had that 56 piece.
He did. I mean, personally, well, let me tell it to you this way. I wonder if the Phoenix Suns, who were the NBA champion runner-ups last year, because they got really caught up. They got caught up in the finals last year in the moment.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they went into that and they were like, "Oh, this is." And they were like, "Oh, the."
Can you help me? We're going against Giannis around here, and honestly, I think that they got caught up in all the superstar. But Chris Paul kept trying to lead them and saying, "Yeah, follow me if you want to." But I don't know, like, how do you actually say this? Oh, speaking of the Suns, though, do you know Devin Booker may be engaged to Kendall, bad girl? All right, hold on. I gotta walk away after that.
Yeah, that was a good one. But wait, but before you did that, because I mean, you can walk away if you want to, but I just got to tell you, you know, who had a good performance last night is Campaign of the Phoenix Suns, as we were talking about. And I don't know if you knew this, but he played high school basketball in Memphis.
Shout out to the 901.
8701.
Yeah. All right. Cut it out.
Doodles.